We are here at the Yankee Fork Gold Dredge. This is one of the buckets that was used to pick up sediment off the bottom. And then up here is the part of the dredge. It's this massive structure right here. And we're going to go walk through it. This is the line of buckets that carries sediment up and into the dredge. So this is the winch that they used, 100 horsepower winch, which will raise and lower the ladder up and down. And the water pumps to cycle the water through. They're collecting. State of the art for the time. Wow. See the resistors over here. So these resistors now,
tiny,
size of a quarter probably. Over there you got all the levers and switches. Good grief. Alright. This schematic of the
Ingersoll-Rand generators with
dredge.
They put out 440 three-phase electricity. Everything in here is 440 volts. This dredge is sitting in here backwards. That came up the canyon.
There's a good shot of the buckets coming up. Could ride in that. Could be a ride. So this is one of the only, they believe the only dredge, fully intact dredge, still located in the continental United States. That's impressive. All right, so there's station 8 over here. Yeah. You can see the big gear works. Massive. So those buckets would empty everything down into this. And you can see the holes, so the smaller pieces, gravel, would get filtered through there. What if it was like a big rock, but it had gold in it? I wonder if it breaks it up in here too. Maybe.
Well, I imagine shaking it out. It's like a giant rock tumbler.
Yeah. So yeah, it gets pushed out through there. Looks like they got water pressing against it.
That would make sense.
And then
There's the fires.
Everything not gold gets pushed up.
Like a spider web or something on me.
It's pushed up probably on a belt and out the back. These are the sluices. You can see down here. So all the material would get run down these. All the heavy material would fall through and would get stuck in the grates. So in here is the sand chute. So after those sluices sorted the material, sand would come through this way from the sluices up there.
I'd also imagine that's why they have holes in the floor on purpose.
Yeah.
So they can brush it right through these holes and get rid of it. So it can stay clean.
From here it would come outside and get deposited back in the wake of whatever this thing created. All the larger debris get emptied out from up there. This is the engine room here. It ran the whole thing. Massive.
Have any questions about anything?
350 horse. Seven-cylinder diesel, huh?
Very secure kind of thing going on there.
This side section of the engine here, so you can see all the cylinders. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Ingersoll-Rand. Now that's a wrench. Do some damage with that
Yeah,
piece of information here.
for sure.
The gold, silver, and mercury was collected in 5-gallon buckets, removed from the dredge, and taken to the retort shack that was 4 miles away at the dredge camp. The amalgam and mixture of mercury, gold, and silver was put into a crucible and placed in the retort furnace. This thing right here.
Very tiny compared to everything else.
Yeah. And heated to 700 degrees Fahrenheit. At that temperature, liquid mercury changed to a gas. That's got to be great to breathe. And separated from the gold and silver. The gaseous mercury was captured. I'm sure there weren't any leaks. Cooled and condensed back into liquid form. Wow. Mercury was recycled over and over. And then the second half here is just hilarious because the furnace temperature was increased to 1800 degrees Fahrenheit, melting the gold and silver after the mercury was taken away, and poured into molds about the size of a house brick. So what is that, like a 6-inch by 2 by 2? Something like that. These bars weighed 500 to 700 troy ounces, were cooled, stamped with a company and federal stamp, wrapped in paper, and tossed under the seat of a 1949 brown Chevy truck that was the official company car. When the mail truck was due, the dredge master drove 5 miles to the Sunbeam post office and mailed the bricks parcel post uninsured to the mint in Denver, where the gold and silver was separated.
A lot of trust right there.
And we just read like 2 plaques earlier about how like they locked, they locked the doors so nobody could steal the gold, and so disgruntled employees couldn't cause damage, and they had all this security until they had it in bars, the easiest way to steal it, and then they just wrapped it in paper and threw it in the bed of a truck.
Top notch.
Tossed under the seat of a 1949 brown the one company vehicle.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah, so you see those steel pontoons in the bottom there. So they're 27 feet tall and 10 feet by 10 feet, I think he said. And then welded together and riveted together. That's impressive. And then over here you can see the piles of sediment that collected, and deposited. So the winch inside would raise the bucket, the ladder, as they called it, and they could move it, pivot it, and lay it back down and start dredging some more. Those cables helped raise that. Well, that is the gold dredge of the Yankee Fork.